Hi everyone, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. So today I am here just with a sort of catch-up video just to say what I'm currently reading and to sort of lay out my plans for the channel going forward into 2021. I know that we're past the halfway point in January already and I'm probably a bit late to the party with this video, but better late than never, I suppose. So without much further ado, I'm going to start again because that was terrible. Hi everyone, it's Graham again and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just here with a sort of catch-up video, what I'm currently reading and where I am going to be taking the channel in 2021. So my plans basically. I'm probably a little bit late to the party with this video since it is past the halfway point of January, but better late than never. So without much further ado, let's get into it. So the books that I'm currently reading, I have 5 books on the go. So 2 I carried over from last year. I'll just get those up from the table here. The first one is The Good Immigrant, which is a collection of 21 stories edited by Nikesh, Shukla. I did want to get this finished by the end of 2020. I didn't feel that my concentration levels were where they should be for me to give this book the concentration and attention that it deserved. So I've carried it over and I look forward to getting to it. I'm not very far through. I think I'm maybe 2 or 3 stories in, but I will finish this at some point soon-ish, if I get a chance just to sit down one day and just dive in a bit more. So that's that one. The next one that I've carried over from 2020, I'm audiobooking this one. So yeah, I still have about, I think it's something like 12 hours of the audiobook left. It's Black and British by A Forgotten History by David Olusoga. Was really enjoying this, but again, concentration levels, and I don't know about anybody else, but with audiobooks, I do enjoy them, I love them, but I feel that sometimes if I'm doing something else, if I'm playing like a game on the iPad while I'm listening, or you know, looking at the news, I can zone out, and I kind of have to rewind every now and again just to hear certain passages and stuff. But yeah, I do need to give the book the attention that it deserves. So hopefully soon. And something that I do every year, well, I've done it for the last maybe 2, maybe 3 years, is I'll have a book that is like a daily read. Last year I had Katie Piper's Positive Affirmations, which was Start Your Day with Katie. And I feel that 2020 was the perfect year to read that book because they were so positive and they got me through. And there were some days where I couldn't be bothered, obviously because of the situation with last year, which of course has bled over to this year. I really enjoyed going to that book every day, or if I'd missed it, you know, catching up like a few days in a, you know, half an hour with a cup of tea, and it was good fun. It was really uplifting, and I think that's what the entire book was for. Positive affirmations, after all. And I think the year before that I read now what was it I read? I think it was the Alias Siri collections, a poem for every day of the week, every day of the year, and every night of the year, although that may have been the year before. Anyway, without much further ado, this is the book that I've chosen as my daily read for 2021, and it's a poem for the day, and this is volume 1, and it has a foreword by Wendy Cope. Now, who was the person who... It's edited by Nicholas Albery and he was assisted by Peter Ratcliffe, and this is a poem for every day of the year. There are some dates that you get of births and deaths of poets throughout history on each day, and then there's the poem, and then at the very bottom of the page you get like a bit more sort of a deep dive into that poem and or the poet or the time it was written in. And this is really good, and I've thoroughly enjoyed so far this month, because we are only in January, getting into this. With poetry, there are some that are not great and that I don't get, and some that are absolutely gorgeous and I do, and they stick with me. But then that's poetry. And I've said it before and I'll say it again, reading is a subjective thing. What's for one person might not specifically be for another person. And I think I find that with poetry quite often. But yeah, the book that I'm currently reading, just as my everyday sort of book, yeah, you know what I mean, is The Last Thing to Burn. I haven't read this in about maybe a day and a half, because I've just been not reading. This is by Will Dean, and it is a psychological thriller, and it just sounds amazing. This will probably be in a book haul soon, because I have just not long bought this. I shall read you the inside. Her husband calls her Jane. That is not her name. She lives in a small farm cottage surrounded by vast open fields. Everywhere she looks, there is space, but she is trapped. No one knows how she got to the UK. No one knows she is there. Visitors rarely come to the farm. If they do, she is never seen. Her husband records her every movement during the day. If he doesn't like what he sees, she is punished. For a long time, escape seemed impossible, but now something has changed. She has a reason to live and a reason to fight. Now she is watching him and waiting. I'm probably about 10-15 pages in, and so far it's shaping up to be really, really good. The book that I was reading previously was Grown Ups by Marion Keyes, and that was for Simon Savage and Melanie Sykes's Sykes and Savage book club. I got 150 pages in, and it just really wasn't my cup of tea, and I made the decision to DNF. And I've said that this year I will just DNF something if I'm not enjoying it. It's not that it was bad, it's just that it wasn't for me, and every page that I turned, I felt that I was moving one step closer to a reading slump, and I really can't be doing with a reading slump in the current situation we're in, because reading is such an escape, and I need to be able to read. I need to want to pick up a book, and I need to want to read it. And with a reading slump, I just can't. I can't be doing with that. But yeah, so those are the books that I'm currently reading. So this is future editing, Graham, with a book that I don't think I talked about, that I was one of the 5 that I was reading. Yeah, so, Anyway, it is Stories to Stay Awake by Alfred Hitchcock. Obviously they're not written by Alfred Hitchcock, he edited the book together. These are written by other people. And I'm reading this every night before bed until I finish the book. Horror stories before bed. Yeah. That's fun. Anyway, back to in the past, Graham. My plans for the channel going forward into 2021, my upload schedule will stay the same. So a video on Monday and Wednesday with the occasional Friday reads thrown in. I might do the occasional sort of 5 videos a week, so Monday to Friday occasionally. And I'll try and do more vlogs this year. Well, if we're allowed out ever again, I will try and do that. And I'll get my husband on the channel a lot more in 2021. We have filmed, we've almost filmed an entire series of Bookish Would You Rather questions, and they will go out every month up until October. So I'll need to think of something to do in November and December. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and do more bookshelf tours as well, because I did the bookshelf tour of this guy back here, and then a bit further back during the original lockdown, I did a bookshelf tour of my Persephones, and that seems to be enjoyed. I still have the bookshelf over here to do a tour of, but I keep looking at it and thinking, Oh my goodness, because there's more books on that one than there is on this one. But they're both the same size and shape. Actually, I think that one has one more shelf. Yes, that one has one more shelf than that one does. But there are more books on that somehow. Go figure. Anyway, yeah, so plans for the channel are basically upload schedule stays the same, more vlogs, more of hubby Duncan on the channel, and just more bookish content. So yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm currently reading, and my plans and how things are going to look this year. Tell me if you've got any suggestions down below of any videos that you would like to see me do. I'm always open to that. I'm always open to suggestions, because it can be quite, not difficult, but it can be quite exhausting coming up with something different, something that people haven't necessarily seen before. So if you have any ideas, anything that you think you would like to see me do on my channel, then comment down below and let me know, and we'll see what can be done. Because yeah, sharing is caring. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for your continued support into 2021. It means the absolute world to me. I'll let you go and do whatever it is that you're doing at the moment, and whatever that is, I hope you're having so much fun doing it, as much fun as you can at the times that we're in. Whatever you're reading, I hope you love it. Stay fabulous, be amazing, be yourself, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye bye.